right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I also want to give double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations unto the elect of YAHAWAH, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today, as well as the hopeful elect, which are the Akim out there enduring this truth across the four corners of the earth, preaching and prophesying through the spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and truth and sincerity, as well as the men and women that follow, and those who might look like the other nations, but are other nation of Israel on their father's side by blood. And just dealing with a quick lesson, we know going back a couple of days, this with the Israelis attacking Iran, things are starting to heat up, and the elder apostle Ramlab did a beautiful, did a beautiful lesson, but the title is what I want to deal with in itself, and it said, we are one excited, not too excited, because we understand that certain things still have to play out. All right, predominantly the MOTB being implemented, which is the RFID CHIP, even within what I just said, there's certain words that we can't say, certain code we got to speak, and it just shows you the society that we're coming into. We're supposed to have freedom of speech, but then some of our freedom of speech is considered hate speech. Well, we don't have freedom of speech then, It's just crazy. For years and years, so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos can be called whatever it was. All of a sudden, let's bring up hate speech. Let's make that a thing. And it's just the devil doing what the devil does, is acting as if they're here to help when really, they're just luring you in, all right, to sink their teeth in you and inject you, with the venom, all right, with the poison, with their ideology and their philosophy, and their way of life and their way of living. And that's what you see going on in these last days, is the devil running around the earth doing what he wants to do. So-called white man, Esau, Edom, biblically known in the Bible as Esau, Edom. And all in all, it's the Lord allow him to do certain things, And I do want to start it out with this, going in with the title as well. This is Proverbs 16:18. It says, "Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall." And as we all know, you hear about American pride, okay? And that's what this place has. Like just going down into this third paragraph, as you see in the picture. It's a lot. It says, "If we are attacked in any way, shape, or form by Iran, the full strength and might of the U.S. armed forces will come down on you at levels never seen before." Right? And good. We understand through the spirit of Yahweh Shai that these type of tensions and these type of comments and rumors and, mindsets have to happen, have to be in the midst, so to speak. All right, because it's not like everything's gonna be at peace one day and then you just is it still recording? Okay, kind. And then you just wake up and then it's an all-out war. Like, no, there's gonna be events leading up to it. All right. There's going to be situations happening to leading up to it, because that's why I said the apostles' title stood out to me, being he said we are one excited, not too excited, because once again the scriptures speak about wars and rumors of wars, right? Now eventually, the Lord has allowed us to know what's going to happen in the movie. All right. It's not as suspenseful, but the win is suspenseful, and we just got to keep in mind that this is it's not a sprint, but it's a marathon. All right. So however long we got to be upon our watch is how long we got to be upon our watch, but we know there is things that are coming. Okay. We know, America's not going to back down. They've been a bully for too long to just back down. So they have to make these type of statements. They'll be met with the full strength of the U.S. military. Well, good. They also planned for this same military to take on the angels and YAHAWASHI. Well, good. Because these things are written, man. Okay? The Lord has to have you puffed up, okay? So you can continue to do what you feel as leading you to your salvation, I would say, Because all in all, you're just making moves to set up a society that you can be as the Most High. But that don't... Where's that precept in Psalms? Thought that was at all thought that was thought. I think it's thought that was one like me or something. Like unto me. Is it Psalms 50 and 11? Or 50 and 21. Yep, call YAHAWASHI. This is Psalms. Even this chapter within itself, man. Sheesh. This is Psalms. So I'm just trying to see if I should get more with it. Psalms 50 and 21, it says, oh man, I gotta go up. I gotta go up to 19. I gotta go up to 18. I'm gonna go to 16. Psalms 50 and 16, it says, but unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? And that's what they ate. Well, with the main people involved with kicking this thing off, they firing off at Iran, talking about at any day they can, create a nuclear weapon. All right. And so they just got to fire off. They just got to let them know, hey, y'all better calm down over there. Well, we need these type of tensions. We need this, and we been the hopeful elect, man. Lord willing, we be at that number, but, the elect won't get deliverance until America, and is taken out of here by the judgment of YAHAWASHI. Okay, and that won't happen until the MOTB happens, and the MOTB won't happen until, certain laws and are implemented and certain reasons to implement those laws, which they're starting to come up. That's what I'm saying. There's so much going on. Everything is starting to line up, man. Everything is starting to line right up with prophecy at that. All right. This is the Lord's doing. Okay. And as he said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Ain't no reason for y'all to be even talking about the Bible, because you ain't keeping none of it. You know, you ain't keeping none of it, nor are you the children or the people of YAHAWASHI YAHWASHI. If you don't believe us, read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. Y'all can, that's what Esau needs to do. You know, you Edomites need to read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter. And of course, y'all book. That's Obadiah's y'all book. Go and read y'all book, man. Psalm 50:17, it says, "Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my word behind thee." That's the spirit, because that's what I was going to say. You know, they'll use the Bible for when they need it, but then other than that, they'll throw it behind their back, man. All right? Especially when it comes to the truth coming out about it, you know. Like I said a while ago, nobody cared about the Bible until the Lord put the spirit on us to pick it up. Like we always had it. Well, I would say in order for us to get into it, man, we had it. We had it in our cars, on our glass tables, entertainment stands, dressers, bookshelves, all of that. But we didn't get into it, man. It wasn't unlocked yet. Then it got unlocked and everybody, oh, that's in there. That's in there. Yeah, it was the spirit of YAHAWASHI that allowed that information to come out. And we, I'm not going to say claiming to be the Israelites, but we declaring that we are the Israelites. Now everybody got a problem with that and everybody wants to get into the Bible. Verse 18, it says, "When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and has been partaker with adulterers." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no reason for you to hold on to the Bible. You're the one causing the wickedness and bypassing the wickedness, proving the wickedness that goes on in this society. It says, "Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit." Yeah, you're a lying son of a yeah. All right. The scriptures speak about your words being smoother than butter. It says, verse 20, "Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son." Because, hey, the only thing you was ready for us to give to us freely was that juicy juice, man. Because you knew the harm that can come with it, man. All right. Your ultimate thing, you want to take out the elect. Israel in general, but you want the elect gone. Because if the elect gone, there's nobody to stand in your way between what you want, between what's promised to you. Then you'll be able to keep the fatness of the earth and your dew of heaven. All right? And live the way that you want to live. But the elect has a promise that they have to receive. If they don't receive it, then that makes the Heavenly Father a liar. And that's something that he don't do and can't do. So therefore, you just got to enjoy your time while you have it. It says, verse 21, "These things hast thou done and I kept silence." The Lord didn't, he let you do your thing. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. You thought the Lord was on your side. You thought he was going to remain quiet and keep silent the whole time. Part of him not keeping silent is him speaking through us, giving us the word to prophesy the downfall of this place. All right. Now we in a day and age where the Lord is letting you know. All right. Pride goeth before destruction, buddy. It says, "But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes." Now, did you not see that? Is that not something that you witnessed? Huh? That's definitely something that's going on, buddy. All right, because remember, we was in the dead estate, man. But pursuing Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones has been awakened. They have received flesh and sinews and upon those bones, and most importantly, the spirit of YAHAWASHI has entered into those bones and allowed them to prophesy and allowed them to live and be quickened, man. And guess what? And be set in order before thine eyes. Okay? It says, "Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of the Most High. So, yeah, so the ones who are called, we got to give diligence to make our call in the election sure through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, man. But this place is, it's about done with, man. The Lord is about to take this man out of power. And as we've been saying more so recently is, the devil's coming down with great wrath. All right. Meaning he's as time is speeding up, he has to speed up because he has a short time. So meaning that prophecy is going to be just hitting boom, 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 manifesting themselves. Okay. Look, out of nowhere, just the California situation happened and they spread it throughout the other cities, and and that's causing some of the Latin to pretty much want to side with Judah, man. All right, now by you trying to kick them out of the country, they're feeling forced to call on the southern tribe, willing to bond with them. It's inevitable, man. Just prepare for your dregs, man. But with that, Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end. Once again, I want to give all praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Shalom.